With your eyes closed, sit up nice and tall. Let your hands come to rest comfortably on your thighs, your lap. And the next time you exhale, please exhale your breath all the way out. We'll take a slow breath in through our nostrils, please. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Stretch your arms over your head. Reach up to your fingertips. Bring your hands together at your heart. Exhale. Sigh it out, let it go. Take a few moments right here, eyes closed, hands pressing together to breathe on your own. In through your nose and out through your nose, please. So chance for you to feel your own breath in your body now. To connect to rhythm of breath that's truly your own. As you build your own unique rhythm of breath, you also begin to turn up the sound of your breath. From the back of the throat, you should hear the sound of the breath as it passes across the vocal cords. It sounds as it enters, maybe like air filling up a tire. And as it leaves, it might sound like a loud whisper or a distant sound of the ocean, filling up the space around you. Take a few rounds of breath like this. This is called our Ujjayi breath, which is a heated breathing practice that we use to remind us of being present, to remind us of being intentional, to keep the heat of the body within the body rather than letting it just disperse outward. Continue to breathe just like that. A couple more rounds. We'll set the intention of our practice today. There's one of the things that I'm always shocked when I see when I walk around my neighborhood is that there's still quite a few like little construction projects going on. And one of the ones that I see that I'm paying close attention to is this, it was like this sort of like typical, in my mind, typical Echo Park house that you can tell was an original structure. And then over time, they just kind of added on little bits and pieces of it as the family probably grew. And then they just tore all that down now. And for a long time, I don't know what it was. It was like an indefinable sort of mix and mass of construction projects that look like. But today, for the first time, I saw really clearly the foundation of the whatever structure is going to be there. And it was really big and it looked really strong and solid and looked like they had done a really good job of just creating this really cool shape of a house. And it was at this point that I saw the project starting to take shape. In our yoga practice, we can draw the same parallel. When we establish our foundation for our pose, for our practice, for whatever it is, or whatever endeavor we're embarking upon, that's when it really starts to become real. That's when it really starts to take shape. It's the first principle of alignment in yoga, to establish your foundation. A lot of times we think of that as just creating the outer form of the pose, so that from there we can start to work into the little details of making the pose more intentional, stronger, and more safe. But if we're looking at balance, which is what our theme of this month is balance, establishing your foundation can be a huge part of making the pose work. And that's our practice today, looking at establishing our foundation, even as it wavers, even as it wobbles, as the steadiness of the pose conceals itself and then is remembered and found through little actions. Our foundation is what helps us grow. Sometimes you hear this, I've heard this phrase before, the stronger the foundation, the stronger the tower. And that's us. We are the tower. We can really work today on making our foundation as strong as we can, physically, mentally, and even spiritually. Hands together at your heart, please. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Blink your eyes open. Let's come forward onto our hands and knees and get this party started. Let's move it and shake it. So what are the things that we can kind of pour into our foundation? Obviously, our physicality, our strength, our flexibility, our resilience, but also our knowledge, our willingness to explore and to grow, maybe occasionally to fall and get back up. What are you choosing to pour into your foundation today? Spread your fingers nice and wide, hands under shoulders. For a lot of us, the things that hold us up when we're in a pose are our hands or our feet. So let's take care of this part of the body first. Lean forward, lift your palms up, but keep your knuckles down and lower the palms right back down. We'll do this 5 times. Palms up, palms down, up, down, going 3, 2, good Rhonda, keep your elbows straight, 2, and 1, lower the palms back down. Great, from here, we're gonna do the same thing. Please walk your knees in a little bit closer, only this time, instead of coming up to the palms, the knuckles, we're coming up to the fingertips. Lift up to your fingertips, lower your palms back down. Lift up to your fingertips, lower the palms. Fingertips, palms, going 5, 4, 3, 2, stay on your fingertips, 1, bring your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone and cat pose your spine. Really round into your back, maybe shake it out a little bit. If you can't, stay on the fingertips. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chest, open your heart. Maybe again, and shake it out a little bit, make some space. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift your heart. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, lift your chest. Come back down onto your hands, palms flat. Spread your fingers wide again. Let's actually turn the palms face up. Point the fingers in towards each other. Wiggle your fingers and roll out your thumbs, please. Fingers roll, thumbs wiggle. Now rock it out side to side. Pressing down to the backs of your hands. Rock it out side to side. We'll go for 3, 2, and 1. The next time you pass over center, pause. Bend your elbows out nice and wide, as if you were gonna kiss the ground in front of you. So you're getting really low, taking your chin just forward of your hands. Press into the backs of your hands, please extend your arms and wrap your inner elbows in towards each other so that your biceps are now spinning forward. Press and extend. We'll do that 4 more times. Elbows wide, arms extend. Elbows wide, arms extend. Elbows wide, arms extend. Let's do 2 more. Elbows wide, arms extend. 1 more time, wide and extend. Turn the palms face down. Point your fingers back towards your thighs, please. Couple more rounds of cat-cow here. Fingers pointing back. Rock forward. Cat pose your spine. Chin to your chest. Tuck your tailbone. Lean into it. Inhale, rock back. Cow pose. Spin your thighs back. Lift your chest up. Move your butt to your heels. Couple more times. Exhale, cat pose. Shift it forward. Inhale, cow pose, shift it back. Cat pose, rock it forward. Cow pose, sit all the way back onto the tops of your feet, please. sitting down onto the tops of your ankles. For some of us, this is going to be enough. This can be where you stay. Now, if you want a little bit more, start by lifting just one knee at a time. You can use your hand to lift your knee up. If you still want a little bit more, you can lift both knees up. Maybe the hands come back for support. Lift your knees up. You can even lift your hands off the ground and find a little more stretch here. This is the anterior tibialis. We're also stretching the tops of the ankles. There's maybe 26 bones in the feet, I believe, and about 20 joints. So makes sense to take some time to stretch into the places where we not only have most of our weight, that usually serve as our foundation, but also have, by comparison, more bones and joints in the rest of the body. Lift up and lower the knees back down. Come back onto your hands and knees. As we keep going, I might ask a few of us to kind of shift your camera angle a little bit so I can better see you. For now, reach your left arm out to your left, please. Slide your left arm underneath you and land all the way down on the back of your shoulder. Lower your head to the ground. Walk your right fingertips to the top of the mat. Let's twist it out. Reach out towards your right with your left fingertips. So extend out through your left hand and press down into the back of your left arm. Keep doing that. Roll your right shoulder back, please. Point your right elbow up at the ceiling. For me, it feels as though I'm about to roll over onto my back, but I'm keeping my knees really firmly anchored down, even squeezing my thighs together a little bit and pressing them back. Just one more breath. Hopefully this feels really good, releasing tension in the spine. Please bring your right hand back down underneath your right shoulder if it's not there already. Push down through your right hand, sweep your left arm up, coming into a supported side plank on the right side. Step your left foot back, sweep your left arm forward, take a big breath in. Big stretch to the left side body. Inhale, look up, lean back. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. See if you can keep your left hand lifted as you step your left foot forward. Great, you can place your left hand down, look forward and lunge, breathe in. Straighten your left leg, exhale, flex your toes. Move your hips back, stretch your chest forward, fold in. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Maybe the back knee lifts up a little bit. Maybe the back knee stays lifted, straighten your front leg. Exhale, flex your toes. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. And exhale, straighten the front leg, lift your hips. Press to your hands, please. Push down into your hands. You're gonna sweep your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Downward dog with your left leg lifted, please. Bend your left knee and stack your left hip over your right hip. Pushing down through your hands a lot. Make sure you're not collapsing over to your right side. Press to your right hand. Lift your right hip up and back. Now pull your left knee up to the sky and extend. Both legs stretching nice and straight, nice and active. Left toes lift to the ceiling, inhale. Bring your left knee to your left shoulder. Exhale, rock forward, tap your arm. Squeeze your thigh to your ribs, squeeze your heel to your bum. Inhale, send your left leg back to the sky. Two more like that. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder, rock forward, tap the arm. Inhale, send it up and back. One more time. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder, rock forward, tap the arm. Stay here. Stay in your plank pose. Extend your left leg back, still in plank pose. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Reach your right arm forward. Big breath and a little more core work. Right elbow to left knee. Tap the elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch it back out. Belly in, glutes active. Exhale, right elbow and left knee tap. Inhale, stretch it out. One more time. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, stretch it out. Place your right hand down. Lower your left knee down. Rock forward. Bend your elbows to your ribs. Lower your chest and chin to the ground. Slide forward, cobra pose. Press your feet down. Shoulders pull back. Elbows squeeze together. Good, Nico. Exhale, take it up and back. Downward facing dog. Shake it out a little bit, please. and lower your knees down to the ground. Let's do this again. Reach your right arm out to the right, like you're about to wave to someone over to your right side, yeah? Then thread your right arm underneath you. Land on the back of your right shoulder, the right side of your head. Keep reaching out through your right fingertips. Then walk your left fingers to the top of the mat if you can. Deep inhale. Twisting as you exhale. Maybe you're looking for a little bit more anchor, a little bit more foundation. Tone your thighs. Spin your inner thighs back, broaden your hips. Draw your belly in. One more breath. Look up if you can and twist. Please bring your left hand back down, right in front of your face. Push down through your left arm, sweep the right arm up. Step your right foot back, please. Big stretch to your right side body. Look up, lean back. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Place your right hand down, look forward and lunge. Drop your hips, pull your heart forward. Straighten your right leg, flex your toes, tone your thighs, pull your right hip back so that you get the active extension in your right leg. Then rock forward again and lunge. Look forward. Maybe the back knee lifts up and you stretch a little bit more. Back knee up or down, straighten your right leg, flex your toes. If you can, drop your gaze, looking back. Inhale, lunge, rock forward, back knee up or down, your choice, but really stretch it out, press to your feet. Exhale, straight legs, back knee lifted if you can. Same thing, from your hips, push out through your feet to stretch. Hands come down, sweep your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Stack your right hip over your left hip, please. Make sure you're not collapsing into your left side. Push to your left hand. Take your outer left hip a little bit higher and wrap it back. Keep that left side body long. Re-lift your right hip up and over the left. You should find a little more balance here. Extend out through your right leg. Please inhale. Right knee, right shoulder. 3 times. Exhale, rock forward, tap. Lift your thigh to your ribs. Squeeze your heel to your bum. Inhale, send the right leg up and back. You should be feeling this in your core a little bit. Right knee, right shoulder. Lift your knee as high as you can. Work those abdominal muscles. Inhale, send it up and back. One more time. Right knee to right shoulder. Tap it. Hold it here. Lower your, extend your right leg out. Stay in plank pose. Nice, Monica. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Reach your left arm forward. Big breath in. A little more core work. Left elbow and right knee tap. That's it. Extend it back out. Belly in, back body full. Left elbow, right knee tap. Round, press away. Keep the fullness in the back. Extend it back out. Belly in, right glute active. Left elbow, right knee tap. Inhale, extend it out. Place your hands and knees down. Lean forward. Bend your elbows. Drop your chest to the ground. Slide forward more, cobra pose. Elbows peel back. Heart pulls forward. Open it up across the chest. Downward facing dog. Really nice job, friends. Shake it out, please. Shake out your shoulders. Shake out your hips. Nod your head yes and no. And just check in. Remember that breath that we built in the beginning of our practice. In through your nose, out through your nose. Come back to that breathing now. We're going to take a walking splits to the top of the mat. Listen carefully. Left leg lifts up to the sky. You're going to step your left foot just forward of your right foot so that your left heel is landing just a little bit in front of your right big toe. You don't have to cross the legs. You can keep your left foot on the left side, but just barely bringing your left foot forward of your right big toe. We'll keep doing that until we get to the top. Right leg lifts up. Right foot steps just forward of the left foot, heel to big toe. Left leg lifts up, press to your hands a lot. Left foot steps forward of the right foot. Right leg lifts up. Right foot steps forward of the left foot. Left leg lifts up. Step your left foot between your hands. Right leg lifts up. Step your right foot next to your left foot, please. With your knees bent, inhale, lift up halfway. Pull the bottom of your heart forward. Broaden your hips, spin your inner thighs back. Exhale, fold in. Drop your nose to your knees. Push down into your feet. Please rise up. Take your arms to the sky. Grab a hold of your right wrist, side bend to your left. Make sure you're not dropping your weight into your low back. So your quads are going to flex. You're going to squeeze your glutes and draw your navel in. Now side stretch over. Inhale, come back up and switch sides. Grab your left wrist, belly in, glutes active, press to your feet, stretch to your fingertips. Inhale, come back up. Cactus your arms, please. Shoulders are going to broaden here on the front of the body. So make sure the back of the body is active. Move your shoulder blades towards the midline, then down your back. Now puff up your chest without throwing your head back. Open your heart, not the front of your throat. Chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, move your hips back. Pause, breathe. Just check in. There's a lot of room for building a strong foundation here, so listen carefully. First, press through the inner edges of your feet, your big toe mound, the inner edge of your heel, then the outer edges of your feet, your pinky toe mound, the outer edges of your heel. Okay, don't lose that foundation. Those are the four corners of your feet. We're going to remember that. Press into the back of the heel. Okay, very good. Lift the arches of the feet a little bit more if you can. Move your hips back, sit a little bit deeper. Shins in, thighs down. Inhale, lift into your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. You got to love those chair poses, right, friends? Inhale, please lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Place your hands down on the ground. Your choice on how you get there. You can step or hop back, but make sure that if you jump back, you land with your elbows bent. Chaturanga. Step or hop back. Cobra pose. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the bottom of your heart forward. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a breath here. In through your nose. Out through your nose. Let's stretch the legs out again. Please lift your right leg up to the sky. And once again, step your right foot just forward of your left foot. These walking splits. Lift your left leg up. Left foot steps forward of the right foot. Try to get a nice extension more than height. Right leg reaches up and back. Step forward of your left foot. Left leg reaches up and back. Step forward of your right foot. One more time. Right leg lifts up. Step between your hands. Left leg lifts up. Step next to your right foot. Inhale, lift up halfway. Shins in. Thighs back. Heart forward. Nice, Nico. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, rise to standing. Please reach your arms up. Cactus the arms, exhale. Lift your heart, open your shoulders, open your chest. Yeah, chair pose. Take the arms up. Seal into the four corners of the feet again. Energetically drag your heels towards the back of the mat. Draw your navel in. You should really feel your core fire up that way. Sit a little bit deeper, friends. Nice, Mariel. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step or hop back, please. Take it back. Chaturanga. Landing with bent elbows if you're hopping. Try to land softly. Cobra pose. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. This time you'll lift up to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, look forward. Your choice, step or hop forward, please. Forward fold. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in, nose to knees. Rise to standing, take your arms up. Big stretch, reach up, reach back a little bit. Fingertips reach towards the back of the mat. Hands to your heart. Chair pose, bend your knees, arms up. Hug your shins in. Spiral your inner thighs down. Lift your chest up. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, halfway lengthen.
I just want to
Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Just a reminder, if you have your microphone on, you can turn it off. Thinking my friend Ethelger here might have their microphone on. And then we'll keep moving through our vinyasa, cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Please lift your left leg high to the sky. Bring your knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your right heel down, press your inner right thigh back, drag your, wrap your left hip underneath you. From the center of your hips, push down through your feet, rise up, warrior one. All right, so find your foundation, big toe mound, inner heel, pinky toe mound, outer heel on both feet. Okay, we've established a foundation. We've got the outer shape of the pose. Now we can work on refining it, work on making the pose more intentional. Squeeze your heels together. And maybe these little actions were concealed, but we start to remember them as we move deeper into the pose. Wrap your outer left hip back, draw your belly in. From the center of your hips, push down into that foundation and stretch. Release the hands down to the ground, please. Take it back, chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg goes up to the sky. Bring your knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your left heel down and rise up, warrior one. Find that solid foundation, the connection of your feet to the earth, the shape of the pose that we're in. Maybe within the pose, the actions have been concealed, we've forgotten them, but we're here to remember them, to embark on this journey of remembrance, remembering our own strength, our own knowledge, our own power. Inner left thigh spins back, outer right hip wraps under. Squeeze your glutes a little bit, draw your belly in. Please stretch from the center of your hips, push down into your feet, get low. Release the hands down, take it back, chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Same thing, inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Left knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your right heel down, rise up, warrior one. Foundation solid, stretch through your legs. Release the hands back down, take it back, chaturanga. Hands down, elbows bend. Cobra pose, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. Right leg goes up to the sky. Right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your left heel down and rise, warrior one. Release the hands all the way back down, chaturanga. Step back. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, let's do one more for good luck. Lift your left leg to the sky. Left knee into your chest. Spin your right heel down, rise up, stretch up, reach back. Release the hands down to the ground. Take it back, chaturanga. Building some heat, some fire, inhale, cobra pose. Shoulders back, exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your left heel down, rise up. Press to your feet, lift through your chest. Release the hands down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Press through your hands a lot. Lift up to your tiptoes, please, and look forward towards your thumbs. Now bend your knees, look forward. Our feet are going to land wider than our hands. So you can step 1 foot at a time or gently hop both feet forward and wide to a squat. Okay, we'll take the arms up, spread the fingers wide. Open and close your hands. If you want to reach the arms forward instead of up, you can. Okay, breathing, we'll go for a 10. Faster if you can, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going a little bit faster. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Keep your feet where they are. Lift your hips up. Interlace your fingers behind your back, please. Palms squeeze together. Knuckles stretch up and overhead. Bring some awareness into your legs. Our foundation is really solid here. We've got 2 feet on the ground. You can feel your weight. Your base is nice and broad, so you feel really stable. Work and make the pose then stronger. Shins in, thighs back. Lift the backs of your thighs up to the ceiling and press from the hips out through your feet. Stretch from your hips out through your heart, up through your knuckles. One more breath here. Very good. Release your hands down to the ground, please. You can keep your feet where they are, nice and wide. You're going to step your right foot back behind you. Spin your right heel down. Both feet should be flat on the ground. Both legs are straight. This is going to be a pyramid pose. This is where those yoga props can come in handy. If you want to grab your chair or a block or something like that, even having something like this is really helpful depending on your range of motion. You can have books under your hands. You can have blocks under your hands. The goal here is to find the appropriate stretch for you. All right, hands should be resting on something though. The ground, a block, a chair, a stool, a cooperative pet, whatever you have handy to work and support you. All right, all 4 corners of the feet solidly pressing down. That's our foundation, in which we can now pour knowledge and strength and resilience to find our best and true self. Tone your thighs, please. Start to squeeze your heels together energetically. Spin your inner right thigh back a little bit more so that your right hip gets wider. Then take your outer left hip and wrap it back and underneath you. You get more of a stretch into your left hip and thigh. Stretch from your hips out through your legs, push down into your feet. And stretch from your hips out through your heart. Lengthen your spine, heart forward as best you can. We're almost there. Exhale, fold in, nose to knees. Last time. Very good, my friends. Lift up to your fingertips if you can, please. Let's actually just switch sides. Step your right foot forward and to the right. Step your left foot back and same pose, second side. Use what you got. Use what you can. If you have a question or need advice on something to support you, just go ahead and ask. Make sure both feet are flat on the ground. You want your feet to be about hip distance apart. Talia, take your left foot to the left more, right foot to the right a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Press into the inner and outer edges of your feet. Good, Natalie. Good foundations here, everybody. And let's start to pour in our knowledge and our strength to make the pose more active. Tone your thighs. That means your thigh muscles just flexed, engaged. Squeeze your heels together. You're drawing in towards the midline. Don't lose any of that. Inner left thigh spins back, broaden your left hip. Outer right hip is going to wrap back and under. You're going to feel that stretch more now in your right hip and thigh. Hopefully your IT band and your TFL a little bit too. From your hips, push down into your feet. Let the legs get really strong and really actively long. From your hips, pull forward into your chest. And exhale, fold in a little bit deeper. Take 2 more breaths here. You got it, friends. Very nice work. Okay, this time we're going to step back, downward facing dog, please. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift up to your tiptoes and lower your knees down to the ground. Keep your toes tucked, sit all the way back onto your heels. Very good. Let's do this one knee at a time first. Lift just your right knee up. You can use your hand if you want. And you're going to take your right knee out to the right edge of the mat, tap the ground, pick it up, and bring it back to the left knee. Same thing with the left side. Lift your left knee up. I know it's a little weird. You'll spin your left knee out to the left, tap the ground, pick up your left knee, and bring it back to meet your right knee. Great. Lean back. Make sure your toes are still tucked under. Maybe you're going to use your hands, maybe you're not. Lean back until your knees come up off of the mat. 2 more times, lower your knees back down. They can go a little wide if it's easier for you. Okay, lean back and pick up both knees. Lower the knees back down, lean back, lower the knees. One more time, lift your knees up and lower your knees back down. Very good, lift your knees up, place your hands down, forward fold. We're gonna interlace the hands behind the back again, opposite clasp of the hands. Palms squeeze together. We're a little bit more narrow. Maybe the foundation feels a little bit less stable and strong, but we can still pour in our knowledge and our strength. So hug your shins in, spiral your inner thighs back, broaden your hips, please, and then expand from your hips, expand in all directions. Get deeper, open more, press into your feet, stay active. All right, lower the hands back down to your low back. Re-bend into your knees, please. Come up onto your toes again. All right, we're gonna add one layer onto this time. Your knees are gonna tap the ground. We've done this already. This time, you're gonna pick up your knees and now your heels are gonna come down, your butt's gonna stay off the ground. Ready? Lift your heels up, lower your knees down. Lift your knees up, lower your heels down. Heels up and knees down. Knees up and heels down. One more time. Knees down and heels down. Heels up and knees down. Very good job. Walk your hands forward, please. Lean into it. Lower your chest and shin down to the ground. Slide forward, cobra pose. Stretch out your legs. Take your hips up and back. Downward facing dog, please. All right, nice job, my friends. Please lift your left leg up to the sky. Lift your left leg nice and high. Bring your left knee into your chest and step between your hands. Drop your right knee to the ground. Sweep both arms up to the sky. This is a little bit tricky here. You're gonna straighten your left leg and sit all the way back onto your right heel with your toes tucked. Fold in over your left leg. Bring your nose to your knee. Good, my friends. Now walk your hands forward again. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and squat. You can keep your feet a little bit narrow if you can. That's it. Stand all the way up now. Bring your left knee into your chest. Stay right here. Lift your chest up. Make your standing legs strong. If you want to interlace your hands behind your left thigh and extend your left leg out, you can. It's one option. Option two is to grab your left foot and then extend your left leg out. It's the second option. If you have a towel or a strap, you can use it to hold onto the foot, but make your standing leg really strong, please. One more breath here. Take a big step back with your left foot, please. Warrior two, open up the arms, stretch out through your legs. Inner left thigh spins back, outer right hip wraps under. From the center of your hips, stretch out through your legs, deepen your lunge. Side angle pose, right hand coming down, left arm reaches forward. Tone your thighs, squeeze your heels together. Keep wrapping that right hip back and underneath you as you lean back and open up. Place your left hand down on the ground. Roll all the way over to your left side, side plank pose. Right arm up, right foot steps back. Hold and breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. One more breath. Place your right hand down on the ground and lower chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Very good. Please lift your right leg to the sky. Bring your right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground. Scissor thighs and take the arms up. So establish your foundation. Pour into that foundation knowledge, grace, even freedom, bliss. Straighten your right leg. Sit all the way back onto your left heel and fold in. Press to your left heel, press to your right foot. Fold it in. All right, come forward, please. Let's take one more squat. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Drop it like it's hot. Get nice and low. Very good. Stand up. Bring your right knee into your chest. Options. Stay here. Make your standing leg strong. Interlace the hands behind the thigh. Extend the right leg up and out. Or grab your right big toe. Stretch out through your right foot. Make your standing leg strong. Lift into the crown of your head. Shoulders back as best you can. One more breath. Right foot steps back, warrior two. Inner right thigh spins back, please. Outer left hip wraps under. Deep in your lunge, take your left hand down, reach your right arm forward, side angle pose. Tone your thighs, squeeze your glutes, lean back and open your heart. Keep your legs strong. Make sure you're not losing your foundation. Outer edges and inner edges of the feet pressing down. Pour into that foundation, your willingness to grow, your acceptance of self, right? Your desire to learn. Release the right hand down and roll to your right side, side plank pose. Take your left arm to the sky, step your left foot back. In through your nose, out through your nose. Circle the left arm forward, lower it down, chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. So we're gonna do some of the same movements. Flow is gonna be just a little bit different. Okay, please lift your left leg up to the sky. Bring your left knee into your to your left shoulder, please. Left knee to left shoulder. Step outside of your left hand. Very nice work. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricksies. Bend your elbows, lower your chest to the ground like a push-up. Stay with me, friends. Now straighten your arms and bring your right knee into your chest. Reach down with your left hand to grab your right foot. Then start to kick your right leg forward out in front of you and hover your butt just above the ground as best you can. It's okay if you fall, because I've got news. You can also get right back up. Keep your foundation solid. Your right foot is reaching forward. Your left foot is flat on the ground. And you might even be sitting down on your bum. All of these options are great. From here, we're taking it right back where we came from. Sweep your right leg back behind you. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Take both arms up, Anjaneyasana, like it never happened. Straighten your left leg. Sit all the way back onto your right heel. Two options, folding in, or if you feel like getting a little spicier with it, leaning back, bringing your right knee off the ground, bringing your left foot off the ground. Okay, so one is a lot less of a stable foundation, but you can still pour your strength and knowledge into this foundation to make it an expression of you, to give it form, to give it life. Or you're here with a little bit more of a stable foundation, still accessing your strength and your wisdom. Really nice job, my friends. Wherever you ended up, come forward, lunge, bend your left knee. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and squat. Stand up, bring your left knee into your chest. Grab your left big toe, extend your left leg out in front of you. Lift up nice and tall. Lift your left leg as high as you can or as you want to, while keeping your standing leg strong for 3, 2, keep lifting. And 1, really good, friends, warrior 2, step it back. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm up, deep in your lunge. Exhale, side angle pose, move right hand down, circle the left arm forward. We're gonna keep it moving right into our side plank pose. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Side plank, or if you feel spicy, wild thing, step your right foot back. You don't need to take all of these little added modifications and variations. Just different ways to create new foundations for growth, for learning, for understanding. All of our practice is just geared towards expanding our awareness of self. Maybe these different shapes allow for more light into different corners. Place the right hand down. They reveal to us what might have been concealed. Lower chaturanga. Pull your heart forward. Downward facing dog. You got this, friends. Let's go. Right leg to the sky. Right knee into your chest. Right knee to right shoulder. Step outside of your right hand. Okay, just a little bit of weird stuff. Bend your elbows, lower your chest towards the ground. Ready? Straighten your arms. Bring your left knee into your chest. Reach down with your right hand, grab your left foot, and start to kick your left foot out in front of you. Maybe your butt is hovering. Maybe it's on the ground. Either way, you're keeping your left leg lifted. Press into your foundation, which is your right foot and your left hand. Grow from there. Expand. Lift your heart. Broaden your hips. Let's take it back. Step your left foot way back behind you, like it never happened. Lower your left knee down to the ground. The arms up, Anjaneyasana. Straighten your right leg. Sit all the way back onto your left heel and fold in. Stay exactly where you are. Just keep pouring your strength and awareness here. Or walk your hands in, lift your left knee up, lift your right leg up, and just play with the balance. That's our theme of practice this month. And it's something that doesn't just happen. It requires effort and work. Strengthen your foundation. Reveal your strength, your perseverance. And then let's come forward. Place the right foot back down. Come forward to a lunge. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand and squat. Rise up, bring your right knee into your chest. Grab a hold of your right big toe if you can and extend your right leg out. Lift the right leg up as high as you can and breathe. Maybe you're holding onto your knee. Maybe you're holding onto your thigh. Wherever you end up, strengthen your foundation, not just physically, the foundation of your knowledge, your awareness, and your perseverance. Woo. Here we go. Step your right foot back behind you. Warrior two, please. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stretch it up and back. Exhale, side angle pose. Left hand down. Right arm reaches forward. Keep it moving. Place your right hand down. Roll to your right side. Side plank or wild thing. Come back around plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifts up. Left knee to left shoulder. Step outside of your left hand. Bend your elbows like a push-up. Get low to the ground. Do your best. Bring your right knee into your chest. Reach down with your left hand to grab your right foot. You can stay right here or extend your right leg forward. Hips are off the ground. Maybe the hips are down. You got it, friends. So good. Nice, Barry. Emily, awesome. Really good, Pablo. Then we'll step the right foot back behind us, please. Awesome job, everybody. That's called a pistol squat for future reference. Lower your right knee down to the ground, please, and take the arms up. Shift your hips back. Sit all the way down onto your right heel. Toes are tucked in the right foot. Fold in over your left leg. Or lift your left foot and right knee off the ground. Nice, Justin. It's helpful if you make your legs active. Good, Talia. Stay and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Come forward back into a lunge. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right-handed squat. Ready, friends? Stand up. Bring your left knee into your chest. A little bit different this time. Grab your left big toe or your left foot with both hands. Bend your elbows and start to fold forward over your left leg for 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot back. Warrior two. Don't worry, we're going to play with that in a second. Right hand comes down, side angle pose. Left hand comes down, side plank pose. Maybe one last time, wild thing. All the way back around, chaturanga. Optional vinyasa Feel free to stay in your down dog and meet there. Nice. Really good, Tiffany. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Last time, right leg lifts up. Have fun with it. Right knee, right shoulder. Step outside of your right hand. Bend your elbows, get low. Left knee into your chest. Grab your left foot, stay here, or extend your left leg out. Lift your chest, good, Andres. Nice, Nico. Brandon, really good. Take your left foot back behind you. Step your left foot back, lower your left knee down. You got it, Monica. Take the arms up. Straighten your right leg. Sit all the way back onto your left heel. Fold in over your right leg, or lift up your left knee, lift up your right foot. So for this, Monica, tuck your left toes. Yes. Nice. Beautiful, everyone. When you're ready, woo, yeah, come forward, right foot down, lunge. Last time, step your left foot forward and drop it like it's hot. Squat, yellow, yellow. Stand up, bring your left knee into your chest. This is it. Grab your left foot with one or both hands. Am I doing the wrong side? Sorry, place your left foot down. Bring your right knee into your chest. You almost tricked me. Okay, then you go ahead and extend your right leg out with one or both hands if you can. Bend your elbows. Fold in as best you can for 3, 2. Good, Muriel. 1. Step your right foot back, everyone. Warrior 2. Side angle pose. Right into your side plank pose. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Nice job. Maybe you step your left foot back, wild thing. And this is our last vinyasa today. Both hands down, lower. Chimichanga, chaturanga. Cobra pose. Good, Allison. Downward facing dog. Wow. Nice job, my friends. Please walk your feet to the center of your mat and take your feet wide. Squat. Hands to your heart. Watch. Here are some options on what we can do as our sort of peak pose today, right? Option 1 is, let's just give you the full pose first. I'm going to come back into that one-legged squat action. It's called a pistol squat. You can stay here and fold in. It's called a marichiyasana. This is a really nice feeling stretch. If you want to add a bind here, you can. It's option 1. Option 2 is to keep your butt off the ground and then work on lifting your right leg up. You're really pressing through your left foot a lot. And option 3 is to take advantage of our chairs and do the same thing, but just a little bit more of a controlled movement. And move your hips really far back and fold it. You can also stay seated and lift up through here. Right, so let's walk us through it. We'll all do it together. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Please lift your left leg up and step your left foot between your hands. Very good. All right, bring your right knee into your chest and sweep your right leg through. You can sit all the way, actually let's all sit down onto our bums here. Everybody sit down. Reach forward to grab your right foot or ankle and pull yourself in. Stay here or take the bind. Wrap your left arm in front of your left shin. Wrap your right arm behind your back. This is called marichiyasana A. Okay, so in this position, your left leg is wrapped inside of your arm. Good, Andres. Wrap your left arm in front of your shin. There you go. Great. So some of us will choose to stay here, folding in, nose towards me. All right. If you want to keep moving on, release the bind, reach forward to grab your right foot and lift your butt back up off the ground. There you go. Good, Bree. Stay right here Or start to lift your right leg higher, toes to the ceiling. Make sure you're pressing through your feet, drawing your pelvic floor up away from the ground. Hold for 3, wherever you are, bind or lifted. 2, maybe you're in your chair, and 1, lower down. Nice job. It's not an easy thing to do. You can feel it, but hopefully the goal is that you make and work on strengthening your foundation so that as we build more awareness, more experience into our practice, the foundation continues to expand, to broaden, and then the tower becomes stronger. You become stronger. All right, no fancy way to do it. Let's just take it back. Downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. This is it. Last pose, or last peak pose at least. Please step your right foot forward. Okay, stretch your left leg through and come to seated. You'll fold in. You can grab a hold of your left foot and fold. Or take the marichiyasana A. Right arm crosses the right shin. Left arm wraps behind your back. Fold in, nose towards your knee. If this feels really good, just stay here. Work on dropping nose to knee. Or keep going, reach forward, grab your left foot with your hands. And then lean into it. Drag your right heel back to lift your butt up. Keep pulling the right heel down, but lifting the arch of the foot. It's called an ankle loop to get more stability here. Then if you want to, if your butt is off the ground, just lift your left leg up so that your toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Ooh, this is a little harder. And we'll go for 3, 2, and it's okay if you fall, as you can see, and 1. Lower it down. All right, nice job, everyone. Take your legs out in front of you. Shake them out. Bring your feet together, your knees apart. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold in, Baddha Konasana. Press your hips back and stretch your heart forward. Thighs spin back, heart stretches forward. Just 2 more breaths here. Very good. Come back up. A little bit weird again. We're going to just do a nice counter stretch that stretches the whole front line. You're going to take your left knee to the arch of your right foot. Left knee to the arch of your right foot. Walk your hands towards your right and keep walking your hands until you're facing the back of your mat. Stay here or come down to your forearms for a twist. Stretch your chest to your thumbs and breathe. If you still want a little bit more, you can thread your left arm underneath your right arm, just how we did in the beginning of class, and come down on the left shoulder. Slowly start to come back up. And take your left foot back to your right foot. We'll do the other side now. Bring your right knee to the arch of your left foot, please. Walk your hands towards your left. And just take it as far as you can until your belly is facing the ground. It's just an easy twist. Nice. You can relax your neck, unclench your jaw. Nice, my friends. And slowly start to unwind. Come back up. Take your legs out nice and wide. Last stretches here. Take your right hand to your left thigh, your left arm up, side bend to your right. Tone your thighs. Stretch through the right side, through the left side, sorry, by pressing your left hip down and reaching out to your fingertips. You can also grab your foot or support your head with your right hand. Let's switch sides, please. Take your left hand to the right side, take your right arm up, side bend over to your left. Just a few breaths. Keep your right hip nice and heavy. Roll your right shoulder back. Slowly come up. Let's bring the feet back together. Last pose we'll take is hands behind your back. Lift your hips up. Then push your butt all the way forward towards your heels. Stretch your shoulders. Lift into your chest. It's a little bit of a back bend, but it's a really mild back bend. Your butt is on the ground. Your chest is lifted. Your shoulders are back. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch here, just walk your feet further forward and push your butt towards your heels again. Just keep getting longer. Lift into your chest, press down into your hips. Take your head back if you want. Three more breaths. If you want to turn your fingers to point towards the back of the mat, you can. Just a little bit of a different stretch. Last breath. Slowly lower down onto your back by walking your hands wide. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Inhale. Shavasana. Exhale. Lie back and relax. Nice work today, everyone. Kind of got funky and weird, but that was the point, to challenge our body, mind, and spirit into learning something new. Remembering that the foundation is always the same. Our strength, our willingness to grow, that never changes. Our resilience, our courage, our compassion, that is always with us, the foundation of ourselves. No matter what shape we take, the movements that we take to get there, we can always rely upon the foundation of ourselves, remembering that foundation. To ensure joy and bliss and freedom. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Take a deep breath in, stretch out your arms and your legs. That feels good. And let it go, exhale. Bring your knees into your chest, breathe. Give yourself one last loving hug before rocking your way up to seated. Seated. It's always a hard word for me to say. With your hands at your heart and your eyes closed, sit up nice and tall. Let's close with one Om. Exhale your breath out. Inhale for Om. Om. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much, everyone. Great job today. If you have any questions, comments, requests, feedback, I'd love to hear from you. Stephen Arcos Yoga on Facebook, Instagram, and StephenArcosYoga.com is my website. Please reach out to me. Send me your email address so I have a way to get a hold of you, Stephen@StephenArcosYoga.com. And if you have the ability to give or donate today, Stephen Arcos Yoga on Venmo. Thank you so much. It's great to practice with you all. Things got funky and fun there. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you didn't. Let me know if you did. How's everyone feeling today?